Want to welcome everyone to Global FX Radio's Market Wrap-Up Show YouTube. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. Tuesday, April 21st, 2009. Can you say turnaround Tuesday? Oh, my goodness, the Canadian dollar. What a turnaround. Even rates at 25 basis point, 0.25 for a year. Break it out to break it down. Anyway, euro dollar, what you're looking at right now. Had a little bit of a rally. Cable was really the relative strength winner today. Euro sterling finally breaking down. That was a nice 100-pip reversal there. German ZU means nothing. It's the IFO, not the ZU. Even though I think the euro probably does rally up here tonight, I'm looking for a bounce and then a reversal. So I think we probably come up maybe 130.50, maybe even get to 131. And then we head lower. 10 to the downside, selling the rally. But it does look like this is a maybe morning star. Nice little bounce inside day. Probably going to rally a little bit. 130.50 and change, and then we come in. Dollar yen made a nice comeback today again as the stock market was up. Again, my bias is the stock market's going down. I do not believe in this rally. My bias, just like it was yesterday, remains unfettered. Absolutely unfettered. I think the stock market's going lower. We need to take out 81.50 in the Dow and 920 in the S&P in order for me to really get bullish. And I know there are those in the camp that think this dollar yen's really going to break out above 100. It is in a nice uptrend channel. Jim O'Neill, listen to my radio show. I recorded him today. GlobalFXRadio.com. Ascending wedge, absolutely. But I think we got to test this 97 level. And I got a nice downtrend channel here. Right up against it. I think we rally at maybe 99.10. Great spot to be short. Nice reversal day. I think something like this. We rally up, and then we reverse. Something like that. Sterling dollar. I tell you, Guyton was so bad. Guyton was so bad today, wasn't he? Listen, I try and lay out how everything's going to work out. I try and lay out that plan last night in Asia. How the hell am I supposed to know they broke it down and ripped it? It came in nicely, though, in Europe. If you really stuck with the bias, you could have done all right in Europe. It was just the end of the day. Stock market ripping. Futures were down. Our market didn't go down anymore. Dollar yen was not budging. Anyway, looking at cable, listen, we had a big meltdown. You do your Fibonacci levels. Hourly chart certainly does look more bullish. But we've come a long way, baby, in a short period of time. We got to bounce. That 50%, 147.70. That's why that 148.50 level is so big, but I think most likely we hold the 50. If your sterling breaks lower, really collapses, I think you really got to look out, and cable could really explode through 150. And again, tonight's numbers, claimant count coming out there, non-farm payroll, I would imagine it might be a little bit better, but excuse me, I think that the unemployment rate is going to tick up worse than expected. Probably up to 6.9. I got to stop smoking. Anyway, turning back to, again, cable on the hourly chart. Looks like it's going higher. Flagging nicely to the upside, 10.23 across the upside. My bias, we got stopped out. My bias is up. But I want to sell it at 147.70. Absolutely. Get short. Euro sterling also is another one. Looks bad, but it probably will bottom out a little bit. Probably help the euro come on. Big support level here in the euro. Sterling, pair, right? Maybe we come down tonight, test 88 again. Made a nice trade in that today. Maybe, we come down, retest the 88 level, break the channel. We break through, forget it. It's going to collapse, go to 87. So I want to be short this through 88, really, if it closes well below it. Watch yourself, though. Again, big support there. Nothing goes down in a straight line. Maybe we bounce up to go down to 88. We bounce up to 88.50. That gives the euro a shot in the arm for it to go up. One after the other. I don't know if we're going to get that meltdown in euro sterling, at least until the claimant count comes out. So you want to watch for that. I'm sorry, euro yen. Just another Fibonacci bounce, baby. Listen, we looked for the reversal. We did, I said it. I just didn't think it was going to happen. I thought we'd come and make new lows first. I thought the euro would make new lows, but it didn't. Just delaying the inevitable, baby. Looks like 128.50 on a channel line basis. Certainly we could do a Fibonacci, and it's probably higher. We do our Fibonacci. And again, if it breaks through that channel line, we're probably going up. 129.30. 130.25 is the Fibo from the highs to the lows. I mean, listen, Euro yen has come down almost 1,000 pips now in the course of 2 weeks. So certainly above 128.50, I would imagine we're probably going a lot higher, probably to 130. And if the stock market's up, hey, we go a lot higher. But in my opinion, I think this channel line holds. 128.50 is going to hold. We're going to come back down and retest. Maybe we're going to bottom out. Maybe. But I look at the other ones, and I don't see the same picture. I look at sterling yen. I see something that really has held up fairly well. Sterling yen is still in its bullish uptrend. I think this needs to retest. Euro yen's been the relative strength loser across the board. But I think we probably go higher. Now, obviously, listen, it depends on what Fibonacci you're going to use. There are some people that will use this Fibonacci at 150, which is what I would, because that's a move. And so I get 145.70, and if Euro sterling's coming in, maybe 146.70. Maybe 150 pips from here on sterling yen. Sterling yen looks good. So, flagging to the upside. Stock market was up. Looks like we're going to have a leg up maybe in Asia. Maybe get up to this channel line spot of 145.80. So, sterling dollar looking good, euro sterling looking weak, the dollar looking weak. We look at the dollar index on an hourly chart also. I haven't done that in a while. I don't know why. I always have more time now these days. We see that's going into a nice little, it broke the uptrend channel, 10, 20, 30 look like they're crossing. Nice downtrend brewing here, right? Little brouhaha. And if you remember, 86 was our big breakout on this dollar index, which I would imagine we're probably going to retest sometime tonight. And that would mean a euro probably at 130.50, cable up to 148, maybe, 147.90, Aussie dollar, which looks like another one. I'll show you that one, the Aussie. I'm still bearish on it, even though China's, yes, going to be growing. This came a long way very quickly, but it's not over the correction, in my opinion. And again, we got a nice channel line. If you're a channel trader, you're drooling at these spots. 71, that's Aussie yen. Definite spot on Aussie yen. I mean, and if you want to take a look, remember? So we see the euro yen has come in 1,000. This thing's only come in really 270 pips from its monster move from 62. So I think we got another leg down. If you notice also, look at the head and shoulders here. We're bouncing back up to the neckline. And really, a lot of them look the same. New Zealand yen also. Looking very toppy tonight. Could it bounce? New Zealand yen bounce all the way to 57.50? Of course. Of course it could. But I don't think it's gonna. I think, again, what's more likely 57 level. Look at the Aussie dollar we see. I was going to bring that up. Remember, folks, my 3-month deal is coming back. For those of you that are no longer listeners of mine or premium members, I know you freebies out there, but 3-month deal will be back June 1st. I'll have it on for a month, 1 month only. Hopefully we'll get a bunch of you to re-up. Take advantage of that. Look at this beautiful intersection. Look at how many 3 lines intersecting. 2 men enter, 1 man leave. I think it's going lower. But we're going to go higher to 71.60 tonight. That's the sell spot, probably on the CPI data. All right, everyone. Thank you all for listening. I will be back. Same bad time, same bad channel. Hopefully you subscribe to my YouTube so you don't have to wait for it to get posted on websites. Andrew Spanton, Global FX Radio, the only voice you'll ever need in Forex that makes you money. Have a good night, people.